everybody, it's Michelle and welcome to our channel. Today's video, as you saw by the thumbnail and the title, is going to be the second look using the Kara Beauty Never Ending Paradise. If you recall, on Monday's look, we used this middle row right here. Today's look, we're going to use this bottom row, and then Friday we'll use that row. So today we're going to use this bottom row. And without further ado, I've got my SLM Miss Glam blending brush. You can always tell the SLM Miss Glam by the two little gemstones on the brush. So let me come over closer to you. Now, like I said on Monday, there are shadow names, but it's very hard to see because it's a yellow background and they're white letters. So I'm going to try to read the names. This first one that I'm going to use is Easy to Believe. That's this shade right here. And I'm just going to put that all over both lids. Today is Wednesday, the 18th of March, and it has been a busy week for me. My birthday was on Monday. And I went to dinner with my son Monday. On Sunday, I went to dinner with my tribe, and we started planning our trip to Tennessee. I'm not sure if I told you guys or not, but me and my tribe of friends are all going to Tennessee. Well, all. There are 4 or 5 of us going to Tennessee in June. It is going to be a girls' trip and then partially to celebrate one of the friends has a birthday. Now I'm going to take this next one. It's called Unwind, and I'm going to stay with this same fluffy brush. And this shade right here is a glitter. So that will be the last shade that we use. And I just want to concentrate this shade just in the crease, just to deepen up the crease a little bit. And then the other 2 darker shades will be towards the outer corner of the eye, and we'll use a different, more dense brush for that. So yesterday, which was Tuesday, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, I spent the day, I didn't spend the whole day, but I had to go to U of M Hospital in Ann Arbor for my follow-up appointment. I have an annual appointment that I have to do there at U of M. I'm going to take this Paranova, which I just got in an Ipsy box, and we're going to go in with It's Never Ending, and then we're going to deepen it up even more with Perfection. So Never Ending and then Perfection. And the appointment went well. I didn't get bad news or anything. I have to go in for a CAT scan to check for those of you who don't know, let me go ahead and explain. I have a congenital heart defect, and I've had 3 open heart surgeries in my 51 years of life. The first open heart surgery was when I was 5 years old, and the most recent one was in 2019. The one at 5 was planned. The one that I had in 2009 was planned. The one in 2019 was not. So a normal heart, and I guess I can't even say normal anymore because there are a lot of people that have a bicuspid valve. So your aortic valve should look like a peace sign, should have 3 leaflets coming out of it. Mine just has 2. That's why it's called a bicuspid. And it's not something that's going to be fixed. The valve that I have now is a mechanical valve. And it is a bicuspid mechanical valve. And my very first surgery when I was 5 was a coarctation of the aortic trunk. I know, big words. So a coarctation, the aorta is the valve on the top of the heart that leads out to your body. And mine had part of it that was pinched, so almost closed off, not all the way. So they had to go in and replace that. Well, on that coarctation, there's an abscess that they need to keep an eye on. So I need to go in and have that looked at. That brown shade is going everywhere. Okay, and now I'm going in deeper. I'm going to go in with that other deeper brown, and I'm just going to concentrate that on the outer corner. So I have to go in the end of March, the literal end of March, March 31st, to Brighton and have a CT scan with contrast to see if it's gotten worse. Fingers crossed it hasn't gotten worse, because if it's the same, then nothing needs to happen. We'll just keep an eye on it. If it's gotten worse, or it's something that looks emergent, then I'll have to have another surgery. But my hope is that it's going to look the same and I don't have to have anything done. All right, I'm not going to use glitter glue, but I am going to go in with that glittery shade. And we're going to put it here in the first part of the eye. So that is what has been happening with me. I also have to have something called an ablation of my heart, which up until recently, I didn't realize that there were different kinds of ablations. I thought the ablation was always of the heart. I didn't realize that you could have an ablation of anywhere else in your body. But I found out from a friend, because I am also going through the change. So I am having hot flashes. And evidently, there is an ablation that can be done to stop the hot flashes. Mine are not that severe, and I'm not having any of the other symptoms that she was having. So I don't know that I would need to have an ablation to stop the hot flashes. I mean, the hot flashes suck. They suck. But it's nothing that I can't handle. So let me finish up this eye look, put on a lip, and I will be right back. All right, so here is our finished look. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I kind of like it. It's a little dark, but it's okay. Now on my waterline, I am using the cinnamon from Arsali in cinnamon. On my lips, I'm using the Cab Cosmetics. This is in White Russian for the liner. And then for the color in of the lips, I'm using the gloss. This is this a matte? Yes, this is a matte gloss, and this is in the shade Promiscuous. And that's what I have on my lips. And I'll probably put a her gloss or her lip oil that I have at my desk once I go to work. Which I'm not going in early today because I'm not going to get overtime. I took yesterday off as PTO to go to that appointment. So as always, guys, please remember, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already. Ring that notification bell so you're notified of each and every upload. And leave me a sweet comment down below. I greatly appreciate it, just like I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. As always, remember, be kind to one another. You know the rest. Bye, guys.